What's up, Sooner fans? Welcome back to the Sooner Surge. It's game day, week number 3, OU versus TU. Before we get started, make sure you have clicked subscribe and turned on your notifications, and you're liking and commenting on our videos. We very much appreciate all that you, our viewers, are doing to help grow this channel. Uh, some big performances last night here to talk about of not only future OU commits or those that have already committed to OU, but also some that are hanging in the balance and still have decisions to make. And we'll start with I'm going to start with one that is back and is unbelievable. Ranked the number one athlete by 247 Sports, top 15 player. It's Terry Bussey, Jay. Uh, I know that everyone, all the recruiting experts, lean heavily towards A&M for Bussey to be an Aggie, but we know that Emmett Jones was in attendance last night, so obviously OU is not finished going after him hard. They've got the closer Emmett Jones there, and he shined out last night. 4 TDs and a half, 2 running, 2 throwing. Terry Bussey is a 5-star that can do everything. I don't know if I want to compare him to Travis Hunter or what, but this guy can play both sides of the ball and obviously is unbelievable in special teams, Jay.
Yeah, one of the highlight reels I saw last night on Twitter was one of his runs for a touchdown. Just kind of got hit and spun off a guy, stayed in bounds, tiptoed around. I mean, it was just insane. You could tell the athleticism is just unreal. And like you said, it's going to be tough. A&M, is he's been kind of an A&M guy. It seems like for most of this recruitment, but like you said, Emmett Jones is there, still trying to get him. I believe he commits on the 28th of September, which is very soon. So hey, you never know in recruiting, right? You just never know, and you gotta kind of go till the end and see what you can do, see if you can get them.
Yeah, and another guy out of state that was Zion Kearney.
Oh, that kickoff
If
return
you
was
if you
insane.
saw the kick, yeah, if you saw that kick return, he was basically stopped. Somehow got around the outside and then was able to still outrun people, even though he didn't have a full head of steam going around the corner. His size is so impressive. His speed is
Oh,
so impressive.
well, and also another guy I think about. I think it was Thursday night as well. Wyatt Gilmore. I think he's very underrated as that defensive line stacks up for Oklahoma next year. This class, he committed a little earlier, and there wasn't as much buzz on the power line as some other guys have committed, right? Guys like David Stone, Nigel Smith, Jaden Jackson, and possibly Danny Okoye. But Wyatt Gilmore's a man amongst boys. If you watch any of his tape, and if you watch the thing the other night, he literally, threw a guy out of space. It was insane. I mean, did you see it?
I saw that.
I mean,
He's
it's like,
definitely underrated.
he's so underrated. His length and stuff. He's going to be a good one in Oklahoma for sure. So he kind of stood out, and it's cool when these guys have committed to your school and committed to Oklahoma, and you watch their high school highlights. It's kind of cool to kind of keep up with them like that. And a couple of the Oklahoma kids, Chavis last night was out at Wagner, and he put the tweet out. There's great talent, or there is talent in Oklahoma, right? He was out there watching Shield Night there at Wagner, and another kind of defensive end. He also plays a little bit tight end right now, but he's a really good player. You look at Elijah Thomas, ET, I believe out of Shakota there. He had a great game last night. In the second half, the first minute and a half or 2 minutes, he had a pick six and an 81-yard touchdown. He's elite speed. He's very good out of Oklahoma. Danny Okoye did not play last night. He's had that injury there for a few weeks. So he did not play, so don't have anything from him. But big commitment this week, Wednesday night, 6:30 there in Bigsby.
Yeah.
We'll find out if he's a Sooner.
Oh yeah, and I guess you could say either way on that one. It seems like, but it does seem like if you heard, there was a Twitter, someone had posted a YouTube video of him at the game interviewing him. I think it was Kyle Davis, but anyway, he was talking about this decision this week. He's excited to get back on the field, and I know a lot of people are excited to watch him back on the field. Just a great athlete for his size. Does some crazy things, as you know. When we had him on, he explained, just how strong he is and some of the stuff he does there. He's actually committing at where his workout facility where he trains is. So that's Core Society, I believe, or Core. They're in Bigsby. So you guys that are around, go check that out. It's open to the public. You mentioned some other guys, Jay, in-state guys, and there's someone else I think that Sooner fans are going to be very impressed by. You mentioned Wyatt Gilmore. There's definitely some other guys that I think Sooner fans can pay attention to, ones that have already committed. Who else would you say out of guys that have committed? Because there's one. If you've seen the highlights of Davion Mitchell, did you see? Did you see his warm up of him catching balls one hand? This guy, it's insane what he's doing, and that's just in warm ups. And if you've seen any highlights of him on the field, you talk about man amongst boys. I mean, I am super excited about Mitchell in a Sooner uniform.
Yeah, because if you look at right now, OU's tight end room, and other than, I mean, I would say Caden Helms is probably maybe the most athletic tight end they have, or Cade McIntyre. But what Mitchell's going to bring is a whole nother terms of athleticism, strength. I mean, he's going to be a big help in that room for sure. So excited to see him. I mean, you got other guys too. I mean, you got Hawkins coming in. You got another guy that I was thinking of.
Andy Bass.
Andy Bass. That's it. Andy Bass. He puts up numbers every week. If you go look at his numbers, he's like a video game out there in high school. So he's going to be a great addition. There's a lot of guys that you can keep up with throughout the high school season, and I encourage Sooner fans to do it, especially the ones in the state of Oklahoma. And if you live near, get out and watch them. Kevin Sperry, Xavier Robinson. Two studs right there. There's guys all over the state of Oklahoma, and I imagine a lot of these Oklahoma kids may be in attendance at the TU game just to watch, right? Not as visitors, but just to watch.
Yeah, and drop your comments in the chat, viewers, because let's see your knowledge on Oklahoma high school sports and commits, and we want to see who you're most excited about and hear who you're most excited about donning the Sooner gear next season or the season after that, 2024-2025 class. So
yeah,
drop them in the chat.
Another guys we didn't mention, obviously, David Stone and Jaden Jackson. Once again, I mean, I believe they might have both got a safety last night. I mean, those two guys in the middle, if you're an OU fan, when you get two guys that have played together for a few years and then they come to college together, I mean, I think those two guys, what are they like? Was it like Batman and Robin or something? I think with them or something.
Yeah,
I'm super pumped to watch them in Sooner gear.
Yeah, so Sooner commits had another great Friday night. A lot of them had great Friday nights, highlight reels all over the place. You got the Koye decision this Wednesday. You got Terry Bussey the 28th. We'll see if Emmett Jones's visit last night had an impact on him. And if it does, we'll keep you updated and post it here on the Sooner Surge. So until next time, guys, Boomer.
Boomer.